Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will be for Thursday, February the 25th, and we are using the Universal Love Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And let's get started with the reading. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And we have spiritual growth, message from afar, and divine guidance. Okay, so we have spiritual growth, and this is telling us that we're all going through, at different phases, some type of a spiritual growth, some type of a spiritual awakening, some type of a spiritual type of, how could I say it? We're all on a spiritual path, let's put it that way. Because if we weren't, we wouldn't be watching this video. Okay? There are some people that have been awakened spiritually, and there are some people that are still not aware of it or may not believe in it. But if you're watching this today, and this is a card that came out of that deck, it's letting you know that you're growing spiritually, whether you realize it or not. And during your spiritual growth, one sign I found when I realized that things were changing and I was on a spiritual path is that things that no longer served me no longer mattered to me anymore. I didn't grasp at things as much as I did. I didn't try to control things as much as I did. I just allowed things to unfold. I literally surrendered. I literally surrendered to whatever was going to happen each day. What I tried to do, since I couldn't figure out what was going on, I just decided that I was just going to let go. I was just going to live in the moment, take it one day at a time, because don't forget, if you live in the past, you're going to be depressed. We can't go back to the past. What's done is done. If we live too far ahead in the future, we have no control over the future. It only produces anxiety and tends to make us anxious since we don't know what will happen. But when you live in the moment and you're truly in the moment, that is all we really have. We have no guarantee that, tomorrow is going to be any different than today. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it won't be as good. But I'm intent on spending each and every moment that I can. And believe me, it takes a lot of practice not to let your mind run ahead of itself and not try to, get too far into the future. Because believe me, I was the kind of person that had to have everything planned out to the T. Now, when you go day to day and you go with the flow and you accept what happens, okay, you're growing spiritually. If you fight everything and wish things were different and resist stuff, you're not going to experience this spiritual growth. In order to grow spiritually, you just have to, whatever is not working, let it go. Be open and allow what's meant to flow into your life flow in. And again, it took a long time for me to understand this. And once I did, life did begin to flow much better. And I have good days and I have bad days. We all do. It doesn't mean that everything is going to be sunshine and bunnies. Believe me, you're going to have some really bad days because you're still going to need to learn the lessons in life that you need to pass, whatever tests are coming your way. But when you grow spiritually, the things that used to bother you are no longer going to bother you. The people that, you used to bother with, you're no longer going to maybe want in your life. Some of the nonsense that you put up with before, you don't have any time for anymore. We're all on a spiritual path. We're all at different levels. And this card's telling you this is a time of growth. And how perfect, it's going to be spring here pretty soon. And, it's a time of rebirth. And it's such a lovely, lovely card to get for this time of year because everything's going to be blooming and blossoming again. It's a new phase in your life. And then message from afar. Okay, and this card here is a very beautiful red. You see some purple, a little bit of pink. Okay, and let me just see what the book says on this card, because I'm getting mixed feelings about it. I'm thinking that it's telling us about our future, but you know what? I don't have the book here. So I'm just going to go with what I feel from this. What I feel about this card is that we need to realize how grateful, okay, we are for what we have right now. Okay? We might not be where we want to be in life, but be happy that we're not where we used to be. We've come through a lot of struggles, okay? We've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, and believe me, it's nowhere over, okay? It never ends. It never ends. And this card is telling me to just realize how far we've come. Okay, just realize that the universe, and that's what I'm really getting from this card, is that the universe is trying to give you a message from afar, a message to reach each and every one of you watching these videos, to be sure that whatever you're doing, okay, is going to continue on the right path. And you might not have all the answers, but this card is telling you to not give up on your hopes and your dreams. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Show gratitude every day. And again, you might not be where you want to be in life. This card is telling you that the universe has a way of bringing things to you when you least suspect it. This card to me is, like I said, it's such a beautiful array of red and pink and then like the yellow down here. Okay, to me this card is just about the universe and what is meant to happen in our lives. Yeah, message from afar. More or less that someone or something is watching over us. And they want you to know that everything is in divine order and everything is happening in the way it should happen. That's what I get from that card. And then the last card is, how appropriate, divine guidance. We're being guided. We're getting messages from the universe each and every day, as long as you're open to it, as long as you're not getting caught up in the rat race and you know, failing to listen to your intuition and what your heart feels. You're being divinely guided. The universe has your back. We may not understand why some of the things happen and why they're happening, but it's all in divine order. You had to go through what you went through in order to get this far. You had to go through all of the painful situations in order to be strong. And believe me, you'll continue to have challenges and you will overcome them. You're being divinely guided just by watching this reading today. Everything is in divine timing. And everything has meaning within it. You might not know why, but in the end, everything will make sense. And sometimes when you think that something unfair happened and you know why you had to go through it, maybe things had to be removed from your life in order to make room for something better. Maybe you deserved better and you just didn't have the strength to remove whatever needed to be removed. So the universe, okay, did. And the messages that the universe gives you sooner or later, after, you know, recognizing things just like triple digits that I see all the time, those are messages from the angels, the universe. You're going to realize that once you surrender to what's meant to be and you're being divinely guided and you don't try to fight what's happening and you more or less go with the flow and, you know, not be so, you know, resistant, you're going to be guided. Okay? The other day, was it the angels? The angels are there for guidance. You're not alone. Ask them. The universe is truly amazing. The signs that you see every day, like I said, if you're open to them, if you go within and you listen to your intuition, there's so many messages that we could receive. And again, paying attention to them is how we're divinely guided. Paying attention to your dreams. Paying attention to synchronicities that happen. And once you start paying attention to those things, they will keep happening more and more frequently. But the most important thing is being open to the signs and the divine guidance. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back.